Yesterday, I took my first step towards being someone who I've always wanted to be. Hi, I'm Dhir, and through this video, I just wanted to tell you why is it important for you to take your first step and what are the different issues or what are the different things that people face while taking their first step and how you can take your first step. So through this channel, I'm trying to record my journey towards being financially independent as a 17-year-old, learning new skills on a day-to-day basis, my fitness journey, as well as my mentality throughout this whole process that helps me to keep pushing forward. Other than that, I'm also trying to positively impact every one of you who's watching this video and be at your service when it comes to helping you be a better person. Right. So to start off, I'm a 17-year-old who has come a long way in letting people dictate my actions. From a young age, I felt very lost and distracted in my life and not very set on, who I wanted to be or what I wanted to be. I was in the wrong crowd, trying to fit in with the wrong people, trying to be someone who I wasn't meant to be. When it came to my career, I was not really looking for a specific degree or a job as such that would change my life. So to save myself from the embarrassment, I would just tell whatever job was most ideal according to whatever I'm studying, and just say that to people so that I could save myself from the embarrassment of trying to explain what I really truly wanted to be. And in matter of fact, I truly did not know what I wanted to be then. Sometimes you get so consumed by the idea of who you are telling people that you want to be that you forget your true self. And I'm sure a lot of people who are watching this find yourself in a very similar position in one part of your life. So, through this video, I just wanted to ask you a few questions. First is that I want you to look around yourself and ask yourself whether you are happy with the actions that you're doing every day. First. Second, are you happy with the friends who you have, the friends who you hang out with on a day-to-day basis? And third is whether the actions that you're committing today is going to compound 5 years from now on and actually benefit you. So a lot of the answers which you might have in your head may not be the ideal answers. For one or two questions, you may have the exact answer which will be helping you in your future. But for the other one, or maybe two, or maybe all, you may not be satisfied. Right? So for that exact reason, I am here today to just discuss with you about the trifecta of taking your first step, or the 3 steps that will be helping you in being who you have always wanted to be. So the first one is a fractional habit. I'm not saying a habit, but a fractional habit, because a lot of people, a lot of times, believe that a habit needs to be a big step. No, it does not. You can take a small step or a fractional habit and compound it over time to make it a habit. Right. So for example, if you are planning to have a good physique, a lot of people get confused and they're just like, okay, if I want to have a good physique, I want to have the proper nutrition, I want to have the proper workout, I want to have the proper amount of sleep. That's not how you do it. First, just go to the gym, stay there for a month, be consistent. Now, yes, I'm telling you to take small steps, but that doesn't mean you take small steps throughout your life. What I'm telling you is, for the beginning part of your journey, start with small steps. Okay? Break it down. For example, if you're going to the gym and you are working out, and the next day you want to start following a diet, instead of following all of your diets, set a specific time for one diet and have that, finish that for a week, be consistent with it. Next week, start with another diet. Start with the second part of your diet plan. That's what I mean. Do not complicate it. Trust me, I've learned it the hard way, but with anything, whether it be regarding your academics, whether it be regarding you trying to open some new kind of a side hustle or a business that you're planning to do, or if it's just regarding fitness, do not overcomplicate it. Do not take big steps, because once you take big steps, you kind of skip steps. That's what I mean, right? You can't perform like a way an athlete who has been practicing for 3 to 4 years is performing in 1 to 2 days, right? It takes a lot of time to build up. It takes a lot of tiny steps to finally take that huge leap of faith and actually do what you want to do, right? So That is the first step. Point two is patience. A lot of times, the goals which you're trying to achieve is correct. The process which you're going through to achieve those goals is also correct. But what you lack is patience. For example, if you are truly trying to do something which is going to help you in a long term, on a long term, and going to give you a lot of benefits, right? You're not going to see results out of it for a month, 2 months, 6 months. It's going to take you a long time to actually find any kind of, you know, evidence that you're doing the right thing, and you have to just trust the process. Now, if it's a test which you have to prepare for within 2 weeks, that's something which is very small. It's not which is going to have a very large impact on you. So you can get results very quickly. But for example, if you are trying to, master a particular skill, whether be with respect to your fitness, or it may be with respect to your day-to-day life, how you're carrying out your work, whether it's you trying to learn a new skill, working through courses, right? It's going to take you a lot of time to actually master the skill, or master at least 10% of the skill. Moving on to the last point, which is the most important point, is the friends who you surround yourself or who you take advice from. I cannot begin to explain to you how many people I've seen in my life who have so much potential, but they just ruin their lives because they are with the wrong people. For example, imagine you are going out to college, and after college, your friends have a plan with you. Your friends ask you to come somewhere, but that does not align with your goal, or that does not align with what you are trying to do in that particular day. If you have friends who give you shit for that, cut them off. A true friend will always understand when you have to work and will always let you go and respect that. Because honestly, it's a huge thing for them to sit and understand what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, what is it that you require to be where you want to be. But for them to just understand that you have to work, that is more than enough. So find a friend who can just understand. Don't over expect and ask people to sit and go through your entire process, like why are they not invested in what I'm doing. No one cares. All right. However, find a friend who truly understands you and gives you your space, because that is what is required. So that's it for today. Remember, I'm no crazy perfect person either, but if I can just help one particular person, just one, trying to get as good as I am or be better than me, I'll be more than happy. But yeah, this is my first video, and I'll try being as consistent as possible. Upload one video a week so that the quality doesn't get compromised, and improve the content and improve the number of times I post as time goes on.